Hello and welcome to another episode of Road and Race. In this episode I'm going to do something I've never attempted before, which is paintless dent repair. Yes, that's pulling a dent out of a car and not having to filler it or paint afterwards. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Anyway, let me show you what the damage is. So this is my wife's Polo. She came back from the shops one day and said, oh, I've got 2 dents in my car. Probably a shopping trolley's hit her or something like that. Let's see if I can show you where they are. So there's one here, and there's another one just here as well. You can see it bends in, so I can get a good angle on that. So that's what I'm going to attempt to pull out. Wish me luck. What I'll be using to do the repair is this kit from Sealey. It cost about £160 from Amazon, and it should include everything I need. So let's open it up and have a look. So you've got your instruction manual, lifetime warranty. Oh, that's quite good. Right, so these are the glue sticks, which obviously you use to stick these little adapters to your car. There's a number of different shapes you can use depending on the dent. So you've got like a square one, circular one, another circular one, a small circular one, tiny circular one, a really tiny circular one. It's a nice selection in there. The glue gun itself for melting the glue. This is like a little puller, so you can pull the little blue tabs. You attach that onto there like that. You can pull the dent out that way, or if you want, oh, it's quite heavy this. There's a slide hammer, and you put a little plastic thing in there, and you can try slide hammering the dent out by pulling that. They also supply the glue removing agent, so if there's any residue left on the car, I assume you use that. Little spray cap for that, and a plastic chisel maybe for getting the plastic tabs off afterwards. I'm excited, let's get to work.
So first up, we want to make sure the area to repair is free of grease and dirt, so grab some isopropyl alcohol and give the panel a good wipe down. Ideally, it would have been good to get to the back of the dent and start by pushing it out, but even with the door cards off, there wasn't any access. So pulling the dent out was my only option. We need to make sure the panel is at 50 degrees centigrade. This helps the glue stick properly. Pop some glue on a tab, then check the glue and the panel are at 50 degrees centigrade and stick on the tab. Now we need to wait for the glue to get to its ideal temperature of 29 degrees centigrade. Here it's at its strongest. Any hotter and the glue is too soft, any cooler and it becomes too brittle. I started off using the puller to try and get the panel moving. When I got as far as I could with that, I moved on to using the slide hammer to continue knocking the panel into shape. When I thought I'd done as much I could with the large tab, I removed it by heating it to 50 degrees centigrade. Then I fitted a smaller one. And then an even smaller one. At this stage, the dent is reduced, but there are still some high points I need to knock out with a knockdown tool.
So here we have a knockdown tool. It comes with a number of different sized heads, so you can adjust different types of bump. Screws on at the end, and use a little soft hammer to knock the dent. You see how well I'm doing at getting rid of the last bits of the dent. I have a line board. Kind of does what it says on the tin, so to speak. It's a board with lines on it and a little suction mount. So you attach that to the side of the car and the reflection should show you lines. And if they're bendy, you know the dent's still there, and if they're straight, you know you've addressed the problem. I'll show you when it's on the car. So with the line board up, hopefully you can see where we are.
Up here where the car is fine, nice straight lines, but down here is a bit wibbly wobbly. So what I'm going to do is heat up the bodywork to about 60 degrees and then use the knockdown tools to try and straighten this up. Here we are finished. There's still a few little imperfections and whatnot in it. If I spent more time on it, maybe I could get those out. I mean, it all depends how much time you want to spend on this stuff. For me, it's not really that noticeable at all now. So I'm really happy that I reduced the dent from something quite obvious down to something that really you'd only really see if you knew what you were looking for. So all in all, quite pleased with this.
So what are my final thoughts? I think the kit is good for a beginner, as it includes pretty much all you need to get started and have a go. Obviously you need the knockdown tool as well to get the best results. The puller in the kit isn't very strong, so only good for thinner panels I'd say. The slide tool is really heavy and sturdy, so happy with that. I would have appreciated an option of a larger one to get more force, as I was working on quite a stiff panel. When using the glue gun, make sure you wait until the glue is hot, otherwise if you press the trigger too hard you can break it. I did, but I got around it by simply pushing the glue stick in from behind. All in all though, a pretty comprehensive kit to get you started. I'll put links to everything in the video in the description box. And as always, thanks for watching.